Hello and welcome to another episode of Spyro. We're here at Hurricos, trying to help those guys. Um, this level used to have a couple of nightmare fuels for me. I'll talk about when we get up to that point. Otherwise, it's a very endearing and lovable level. Whoa, new vocabulary. I didn't know what a diode was. He wants it though. He's ready. Bam. Too slow. Too slow. But I go around getting. Nothing becomes of me killing these windmills. I was thinking it's like an achievement or something. I think it's a skill point, but we ultimately don't end up going for that. Um, I try it first whenever I beat the game, and it's like, oh, I'll go for all the achievements and stuff. I was like, no, thank you. So now I got two diodes, which is good because I have need of them back to back. Bam, smacked me, smacked me. Can't break those down now. In the real world, I currently have two prospective jobs that are both kind of in a "don't call us, we'll call you." I had a second interview for one today. That I think went really well. Um, and then I turned in paperwork for the other one. Just waiting on a background check. But since I don't do anything crazy with my life, should be fine. So I had to let the dog out of the kennel. I locked him in there so that he would be alone to eat. His stomach was growling. And the one dog likes to guard the food. I even give him a special little treat, didn't I, buddy? Give you a special little treat to try to get you to eat. Just for a reason you just don't sometimes. You, you're kind of on the stupid, yes, you're kind of on the stupid side. Tucker, ridiculousness. Don't you burp in my face. Don't you do it. Here, you want to say hi to the people who are listening? You're sniffing the microphone. Take that as a no. You always want to play. All day, every day. I say ultimately this isn't necessarily a hard level. Um, I just remember having some kind of fear inducements later on. Excuse me. But we're trying to kill enough people to get the boost so that I can destroy these bigger windmills. And also that one chest. Joy. Because I have to break those down to hit the buttons behind them to slow these turbines down. I'm going too fast. I don't think it lets you. I think it's not about it being a skill issue. I think it literally won't let you land on them without doing it. Hey, a rainbow. And I think one is actually blocking the path up. That one that we just saw there. It's blocking the path up. Running. Bam! Perfect shot. The gear grinders. They really grind my gears. That's how they got their name. There's not anything to do with anything. They're just super annoying. Oh, I was kind of hoping I was going to at least try. See if I was right. But past me didn't have that in the cards. Missed. Go, 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 go. Go. Hey! No one's here. It's just our neighbor pointing out their own driveway, dude. Hey! In. In. Did I die? Bummer. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen there for a second. I also remember as a kid, these slides and stuff were like impossible. No, yes, I made it abundantly clear how I go about shutting down the factory. Which is ultimately weird. In my opinion, it's ultimately weird that they want to shut down the factory. Because I feel like this is their homeland. Unless they were here held captive. I don't know. But it feels like you wouldn't necessarily want it shut down. You would, if anything, want it to just change what production was. Sorry, my dog is going nuts. I'm sure it's lovely to hear. What was that for? All 1 mil. That's a delayed reaction. Made it. Past me would have been so proud. Zzz. I was hoping I was going to get into it. I think I was expecting those things to keep going in and out, but I think since I shut down the factory, they stopped moving. Still have another orb to get, which is from Nightmare Fuel Land. It's kind of in a location kind of tucked in by itself. I think using sparks kind of leads me that way. You don't hand it here, but I can't play with you. Yeah, throw it back here. But yeah, these things, as a kid, this whole theme gave me nightmares. It also isn't abundantly clear in the original that you have to kill so many of them, so it felt impossible. It felt like you had to really juggle all these different things, but it's just you killing a certain amount, and then you're able to do this. This is all kind of just triggering them. This 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 would have like uh alarms blaring and hey, calm down, dude. Excuse me. Um, alarms blaring and stuff. It's just really nightmare fuel for me. Hated this mission as a kid. Hate it now because it just takes so long. Because you have to like wait for them to spawn. Again, not inherently hard or anything. They're not super fast and they have very predictable run patterns, but think. Oh no, no, sorry, I forgot the show a counter. But yeah, it really is just waiting around for the things to spawn, and then once you kill them, which I think you can trigger them by making sure you have some kind of electrode in one of these generators. But I have an electrode in both sides. There we go. There's one. Hopefully, when I'm done with him, the other guy will spawn. No, thank you. Hey, don't throw it away though. Put it in the dog food bowl and let Tucker be in there. His stomach's been growling. Rocky, come on. Lock him in there. Tucker, you're a turd. Whatever, he's eating. There we go. 10 out of 10. I think they could have even gotten their point across with half as many people too. I can't remember these things kind of bouncing in the original, and I might be wrong about that. Found it. Woo! 100%. Good. I'm not a huge fan of this level. It kind of does remind me of um, a different level, but it's not connected to it. Almost every level in this game, I think, is connected to at least one other level in some capacity. Dead. Casually dead. Dead. Casually dead. It's fine. It's whatever. This level always reminds me of my kid because she has an insatiable love for turtle. This is one that we won't be able to 100% yet because we don't know how to climb, but that's fine. This is one where if you are playing like a second time after 100% the game the first time, you could do a lot of this mission early on, because the superpower here is the super breath, which you use to break this box. Um, that's a little fun fact. All of the bosses are made a lot easier with the super breath, like too, because it you can just kind of spam super breath on them over and over and over again. He kind of came as a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting him to be there, and he was about to shock me. And shocking is not fun. So so these shocky guys for sure, and I think the inner tube guys as well are also in another level, but um, actually they're in a few levels now that I'm thinking about it. Um, but the first level I was thinking of is more connected with another one. There's a couple of them where the different worlds, the people from those worlds are fighting with each other, and you're just taking the side of the people who are in that world. These little starfish guys are pretty cute too. That of course, the super breath. Which since I know I can't 100. At some point, I just decided since I know I can't 100% it, and I'm already doing pretty well, that I will go ahead and just not worry about it as much. I think this is one of those levels in which I do that with. Pretty simple early start on all this. Zap. The way some of these people die is just hilarious to me. I think I can still do this if I remember right. I just have to be quick about it, which I'm not being extremely quick right now, unfortunately. Oh, sorry. Long day, long night at last night. If I do any more narrative, I might end up trying to get like a co-host or something. I don't know. Doing it by myself is kind of rough. Come on, Spiral. Get that one, and then I don't know where the last two are right now. Oh, I think they are in areas in which I need to climb to get them. So maybe I'm not able to do it right now. 16 lives is pretty good. Yeah, I'm not seeing any here. I got the one where I need to be on the button, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's one. There's one. Maybe it's further in the level. I definitely think that I was thinking that they're all behind me, but they could also be ahead of me too. Tucker or Rocky, get down. No, somewhere in the water around here, maybe. Zip. At this point, it's just fun to kill them. Oh, there's the last one. Rocky. Hello, Muppet. I like some of the names that they gave these people. Not very many Freds or Georges or anything, just Muppet, stuff like that. Smack, smack. And then I say the turtles. Now to go get the super flame. Break that last box. Hopefully, I think that's all I have left that I can do at this point. I do think it's kind of funny that in these first worlds, the one ability that's like blocking most of your progress to get 100% is climbing. A couple of swimming, but you get swimming right away, so that's not a major issue. But climbing is. Not head bash, not anything like that, but specifically climbing. And it's kind of that way in the third game, where in the first world, zap, the first world either has the first animal, which is the kangaroo, or the second animal, which I can't remember which one comes second. Um, my thought is the penguin, and then the second world has either the penguin or whatever the second animal is, or the third animal, which I think is the yeti. And then the third world has either the yeti or the fourth one, which is the monkey. Oh yeah, see, here's the those guys being jerks again to the aquatic people. but there's no like low. There's no like monkey level any of the first worlds. It's just weird that it's limited cutoff points. Where I remember in games like Zelda, you'll see stuff pretty early on that you can't. Oh, so that you can't interact with until much later in the game. Can't think of any prime examples right now, but it's pretty common. Because the one that I'm the most familiar with is um, Link's Awakening. I think I've played that Zelda game more times than I've played any other Zelda game all the way through, at least. Um, and the first thing you get is the feather to be able to jump, but you still see like hook shot areas and stuff, and that's not until much later on. And you see um, the stuff that you need the bracelet for, which is the bracelet, the second thing that you get. But like there are other things you see really early on that you're like, oh man, I wonder when I'll ever be able to deal with this. Tucker, knock it off, baby. It's even kind of a thing in some of the King's Quest games. You'll see certain things that are like, oh man, when will I ever be able to deal with this? Well, not till like the end of the game, apparently. These sappy guys are out to get me. And finally, I'm eyeing the gems, and I'm like, oh man, I've got a lot of gems. I haven't seen money bags in a while. Oh, there he is, out to steal more of my money. You remember the first time I wasn't even expecting to get any of it back, but you do. And unfortunately, you so if you do 100% this game and you come back, you don't technically need to do this because you're able to handle the sharks on your own. By just like aiming down and killing them all. But I think it still makes you do it regardless of such. I think this is gonna be the only episode I record. I'm not feeling the greatest today either. Really tired and worn down. But that's okay. It's enough to upload to YouTube. And yeah, this is one of the earliest run-ins I had with a water level. Was the Yes, I didn't have an N64 growing up. My brother had one, but I don't think we had Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I don't really remember why or how those became, because they were Majora's Mask very early on became a favorite game of mine. He must have. He must have had Majora's Mask. Um, I just don't remember much about it. Um, I actually need to text my brother. It's been a long time. Been so kind of wrapped up in my own BS lately. Which I mean, he's just as welcome to text me back. So he's obviously wrapped up in his stuff, which is fine. I'm not. But I've been really wrapped in my own BS that I've been really bad about talking to a lot of people who are very important to me. That I need to get better about. But Majora's Mask became one of my favorites because to me it was like one of the more unique, not just the Zelda games, but games in general, because of the time thing. Uh, you have 3 days to figure out stuff, and through time travel and through playing the game, you learned clues about how certain things are ran, and you get very minimum. You get a few items that travel through time with you. Mask and stuff are one of those key points. But I think if I remember, it's been a while. I do know I beat it once. It actually took me a few tries to get to that point because the game for me was so hard, but it was just such a neat game. And the moon and the skull kid, um, all very interesting. The whole story, everything about it is just such an amazing game. I have this plan. Should I ever like win the lottery and have an extended amount of um extra income, I want this back tattoo where it's the Majora's Mask, and he has all these tendrils that go into all these characters that are in the game, and they all kind of have the eyes that the moon has. Because I think that would have been a really interesting game that could have had the bad guy win. I don't think that happens often enough in any media, movies, TV shows, otherwise. So the times that it does happen, it's so interesting to me, and I really feel like that could have been one. Or I mean, the game's been out long enough. Like games like Shadow of the Colossus, where you think you're the good guy the whole time, and then you find out that you're evil and you can kill all these people and stuff. It's just super interesting to me. Shadow of the Colossus was also a favorite of mine growing up. That I don't think has seen love, but I don't think it has seen enough love. So, yep, gotta kill them sharks. Yeah, this is so easy to get mixed around and confused, and This is me trying to find the power up. Don't necessarily need to kill more people. And yeah, I'm so mixed up at this point, and even watching it, I'm like, I don't know where to go. But there it is. So now that I found it, I need to reorientate myself to remember where to go to kill those last sharks. It seems like I had a pretty good I memory of where to go. Right now, watching it, I didn't though. 1,400 gems is a pretty good amount. Pretty stacked up over there. You know, there's a lot of games out there that I really enjoy, and I love playing every once in a while. The the first game I did with the channel, Dead Rising 2 is one of them. I have to be honest, this last playthrough of it, I don't know, might be it might get I'm getting to the point where it's kind of getting to be the last playthrough. You know what I mean? If I ever do Dead Rising 2 again and I do it for the stream, I might do it where I am from scratch. I think part of what killed it for me was not doing it from scratch. The other part that killed it for me is that last boss is obnoxiously difficult. There's no reason for it. It's almost like it wasn't play tested. So now all I have left is the orbs, and two of them are hunter, and one of them is hunting the different towers and stuff. This hunter quest, these used to be hard as heck for me. I used to get stuck a lot on this. I think I one shot it here, but if not two shot, but still, I used to be stuck on this for a long time. Yeah, I'm laying in my other dog. Ow, dude. Doing pretty well. I assume this is my first try. I took her. Yeah, I used to be stumped on those. There's ones in the third game. Each of the flying levels has like a hunter mission. I don't think they have hunter missions in this one. I don't really remember. I know for sure that they have them in the third one. They start out pretty easy. Most of these are pretty easy. Most of them, if you just go guns a blazing, you make it through. Honestly, sometimes some of the confusion is just trying to find the different towers. But otherwise, the puzzles themselves are actually pretty easy. Trying to think about what I want to do for. So I am currently not I actively right now, but like in between recording episodes for Spyro, I am streaming Schedule One. I just wrapped up Crash Bandicoot, so the natural stream thing would be for me to go to another kind of more on the adult side of things, um, gameplay. Now trying to think, what do I want that next series to be? Do I want it to be where I'm doing um the GTA series? Do I want to do Beyond Human? Do I want to do uh what's it, Beyond? What's the other one? Beyond Two Souls? Be, Become Human or Beyond Two Souls? Um, I don't know. I kind of feel like I owe it to that side of um stuff to do kind of a longer series of me going through something that's not just the one game, but like like the GTA series, for example. That would be a really good one to do. Um, I actually don't have that many series that are like more adult themed. A lot of games I play are kind of kid friendly, or um, I don't know. I'm kind of going through my list that I have here, and the one thing that's coming the most to mind is GTA, because I have uh one, two, three, four, five, San Andreas, and Vice City. I don't think I would do one and two. I think I would do an episode or two of that until I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I definitely want to do something, and I have a lot of fun playing GTA. I also feel like I relatively recently just played through the three San Andreas and Vice City. I feel like I very recently did that. I don't know, if I had more viewers, I would take a poll. Unfortunately, I am fully aware of how few viewers I have. Oh, am I just done with a level? I 100% am done. I, I, I can relate to that. I didn't really feel like it. Oh, I guess all I have left is Crush. To do anyway. I'm noticing that I only have 8 minutes left, which is not a whole lot of time for a whole level. I don't know. I think what I might end up doing is just like one game because I also have the Borderlands that I want to play through. I have Bioshock I want to play through. I'd be willing to try Assassin's Creed again, but none of these I think I have any intention of 100%ing. Did I already do Ocean Speedway? I don't feel like I did. Oh, I'm going to say first. Maybe I do Ocean Speedway later. Something tells me about the way he was excited that there were no dragons in this world. That I think he was a lesser bad guy in whatever world he came from. And of course, I've only played this trilogy and then four, and he's not mentioned in um the Dragonfly one or whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called. The first game that was for the PlayStation 2. He wasn't mentioned at all. And it makes me wonder. At least I don't think he was. I really don't remember who the bad guy in the fourth one was. Um, who's the bad guy in Spider? um, came up with money bags. Hang on, let me Spyro PS2 game. Enter the Dragonfly. So bad guy in Spyro. Enter the Dragonfly. This is not helpful. My bad. I'm inherently wrong. Ripto is the bad guy in Spyro Into the Dragonfly. My bad. Well, that wraps up this episode. Thank you for watching. Um, Feel free to like, comment, subscribe for more content, and um, feel free to watch me on Twitch when I stream semi regularly. So that might change here soon with potential new jobs happening soon. It will keep posted, and thank you again. Have a good day. Bye.